Well, hey there, everybody. Good day. It's a Sunday morning, and it's roughly almost 9 o'clock in the morning, Mountain Daylight Time. And we should be getting on the road here pretty soon in the next hour, maybe, hopefully. We're going on a little 3-day jaunt down to southwestern New Mexico to the little town of Silver City. We're going to spend a few days at a B&B, and thought I'd bring the camera along and show you the sights. Okay, I got to get finished getting packed up. Oh, I am bringing my Hermes rocket. I got some postcard typing materials, stickers and things like that, so it'll be fun. Yes, the Golden Arches. There's nothing better on a Sunday morning than the Golden Arches in Socorro, New Mexico. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Actually, the coffee is really good. Well, we're going to head south of here and cut across the mountains into Silver City. We'll get close to Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Yes, there is such a town. Well, here we are at Serenity House B&B in Silver City, New Mexico, and we're going to hopefully have a really good couple days here. This is a beautiful old house built in 1883, and here we are just getting settled in. We're going to go get a bite to eat. Well, we got on the road today about 10 o'clock in the morning, I guess, and took the I-25 route down just past Truth or Consequences, and then took this road that goes over the mountains, over the Gila Wilderness. Nice, windy, twisty little road where a lot of the turns are 10 or 15 miles per hour. And it's a slow route, but it's very scenic, and that drops us down into Silver City area. And it's a very neat kind of a little community. That's a former mining town, as you can kind of guess by the name. There's a large Santa Rita open pit copper mine in the area that is one of the larger copper mines in this part of the country. So we're going to probably go visit that and just to look at it. But there's also this place called City of Rocks State Park. So it's out in the desert plains, and it's this big, huge outcropping of giant, massive boulders. And we've been there before. It's just a fun place to hike around, and we'll probably do some video about that tomorrow. When we get back into Silver City, we hope to do a bunch of antique store shopping. There's quite a few little antique stores and thrift stores around here, and that'll be fun. Well, here we are at the City of Rocks State Park. Yeah, this is an outcropping of huge boulders coming out of the landscape around us that's a lot flatter than this is, but quite photogenic, actually. Now, I did not bring like a film camera or large format camera of any kind, but years ago we were out here and I did some large format pinhole photography. And that was fun. I remember doing that. But that's kind of a full-time adventure, shooting pinhole camera, stopping between every shot to change out the photo paper. And I think it was my falling plate camera, the 5x8 format falling plate camera. And I would, of course, have my Boken tripod, set it up, compose a shot, meter the scene, calculate the exposure, take the exposure, And then I'd have to find a place to sit down so I could take the camera off the tripod, set it on my lap, and then flip the film holder down and to make ready for the next exposure. So it was kind of a cyclic, take an exposure, sit down, take another exposure, sit down, and it was kind of fun. So that was the last time I was here. I didn't bring a film camera or a pinhole camera this time, mainly because of all my video stuff, but also I have this recent tape recorder. This is a Sony M200MC with a built-in microphone. My tape recorder buddy Mitch, and I'm recording a tape to him while we're on trip here. I also brought the Hermes Rocket typewriter with a good supply of paper and also some postcard writing materials, but we still have to go to a gift shop and find some Silver City themed postcards. Don't you like that? Look at that. And yeah, when I get a handful of postcards, I brought my list of some of my pen pals that I need to catch up on writing to, so hopefully I can get some postcards written. I brought my adhesive Avery labels for typing on and sticking to the postcards, so that should be fun. I even brought some stamps, postcard stamps. Hopefully I have addresses. So we had a really good breakfast this morning at our B&B, and the lady that owns it has a real passion for making the place to be a place of serenity. Is the name of the B&B is Serenity B&B, and we really like bed and breakfast where the proprietor lives on site and has a heart for cooking and hosting and making it as an enjoyable experience as possible.
Are you taking the Marianne House thing? She's amazing. Her classes.
So we've been to Silver City, I think at least 2 previous times in the last 20 years, let's say. And the first time we visited, nearly 20 years ago, we went into an antique store and I found one of the best examples of an antique Japanese Soroban abacus. Ever since I bought it, I wondered, how did that abacus get to Silver City, New Mexico, a little mining town in the southwestern area of the state? And just today, well, an interesting little clue came to mind when we got to our B&B here, and we walked into the little parlor room next to our suite. There was a Chinese abacus sitting up on the fireplace mantle, which I thought was, well, that's interesting, because it's not a particularly Asian-oriented style of decor. It's more kind of Victorian or whatever. I thought it was very interesting. And so then, after we had lunch, we were walking up the street a couple blocks up to go to a coffee shop, and we come across on a side street there was a series of murals, very well done murals. Some of them had three-dimensional kind of sculpture stuff sticking out from the walls, but one of the murals showed a mercantile shop, some historic mercantile shop that used to be in this town, and it advertised Chinese and Japanese goods, which got me thinking maybe this the local mining industry might have had Asian labor, right? Miners. I've been watching the progress the last day or so.
Yeah, well, it's been a 3-week progress,
Has
but
it?
this is the finishing stage.
You guys did all the artwork on the street also?
Yep,
Yeah, that's
yep.
beautiful, man. That's great.
It's part of a Main Street project.
Oh, fantastic. Good to see.
Yeah, they did that build. They did that sign over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is Wednesday morning, and we're going to be heading back to Albuquerque. And look, I have a friend here. This is Midnight. Midnight likes to sit on people's laps in the porch here. But yesterday, Tuesday, we had initially planned to go up to the catwalk to hike up a little canyon in the Gila Wilderness, and we were tired and just decided to hang around town and just relax. So we did that. It was a cloudy day and really beautiful day, and went to the coffee shops, had breakfast, and did some reading. And now this morning we had our last breakfast at the B&B, and the U.S. Senator from New Mexico, Martin Heinrich, is coming into town along with the governor of New Mexico today. And so there were some staff members of Senator Heinrich who stayed at the B&B last night, and we were talking to them this morning at breakfast. So we're going to be leaving town when all the big wigs are coming in. I, as you know, brought the Hermes Rocket typewriter, got a few journal entries typed, but didn't really settle into any particular writing project while I was here. I think I just needed the downtime. I was initially thinking I would be using this opportunity to maybe start working on some story or whatever, but it just didn't materialize, and I think I just needed de-stress and kind of recharge my creative batteries out here. This beautiful little town of Silver City, New Mexico, down in the southwestern corner of the state. Stay creative and have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.